Hi everyone, this is Tiffany from lifeaccordingtotifftay.wordpress.com. I'm going to be honest with you, with the way that life has been, it has not allowed me a lot of time to sit down and actually type up a blog. And trust me, I know that for the majority of you out there, that makes no difference to your life whatsoever. It doesn't rock your world at all. And I'm okay with that. But for me, since writing has become a type of a release or medium for me, and for the few of you out there that may get something from my blogs, I felt a little bit of a loss not being able to sit and type up something. So a friend of mine suggested a while ago, hey, why don't you vlog? And the idea of actually looking into a camera and seeing myself talk, and then having to listen to it replay was not extremely palatable to me. However, I'm going to give it a shot and see how it goes from there. I wanted to talk to you this evening about something I put a recent Facebook post up about walking boldly in your badness, and about being appreciative and embodying your fierceness. I don't know what it is, and I'm sorry guys, this vlog is for the women tonight. I will try to do something a little bit more gender inclusive later, but I don't know what it is as women, but it almost seems like we are conditioned to care and nurture for every little thing around us except for ourselves. And often this is translated with how we carry ourselves. And it could just be a busyness thing, or it could just be related to how we were brought up and the values that we think are of worth. For me, I grew up in a conservative home, but I mistook, and I'm gonna say it, I mistook modesty for a lot of different things. I mistook modesty for being shy and retiring, and I mistook modesty for not necessarily caring a whole lot about how I present myself or how I carry myself, because after all, it's not all about me. But I think that there's flaws in that thinking. If you are like me and come from a Christian background, I don't think it's necessarily biblical either. We are told that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and I think we as women are jewels. I mean, there's something you can say about each one of us that's special and wonderful and unique, and a thing of beauty. And I think we often miss that in the hustle and bustle of life. I remember when I was 30, I decided to do something a little bit different and to step out there a little bit more. I had my hairdresser, shout out to Tam in Philadelphia, you're wonderful. I still do miss you, very much so. I will always say this, please move to California. But anyway, I had my hairdresser do my hair, and I went to MAC, and I bought some MAC products and paid to have my whole face done up. And then I walked over there to the Sears Portrait Studio when it was in business, and I had some pictures taken for my 30th birthday. And I know a lot of you have seen, like, when you graduate from high school and they bring out the huge numbers for your graduation year and you take a picture in front of those. Well, I had them bring out those huge numbers to say 30, and I sat there and posed in front of them for my 30th birthday and posed in a couple different outfits, and I just had a grand time. Had a great photographer who loved the idea and who just worked with me and she got some great shots. And I still, it's a little thing, and it honestly didn't cost that much money, but it was a little thing, and I want you to know that it was an experience that I still treasure. I still have those photos. I still use them every once in a while, even though they're getting close to being 10 years old. But it was an experience that I treasured because it gave me a little time to just kind of focus in on me in some pizzazz a little bit. So I know women that believe me, I know what it's like. If you have kids, you know, you're running hither and yon, whatever age your kids are, it feels like you're constantly in motion, trying to usher little people somewhere, or trying to chauffeur bigger people somewhere, and trying to balance activities with work, if you're working, fixing meals, if you have a significant other, hanging out with them and spending time with them. If you're single, sometimes it's just being caught up in work and being caught up in all the activities that you have. I have some great friends that are caretaking for parents or for family members, and it's just so easy to get caught up in taking care of everybody else that we neglect to take care of ourselves. And it does something to us mentally when we do that. There's a song by one of my favorite groups called Kindred the Family Soul, called Woman First. And I love the song because it reminds us that no matter what role we hold, we are still women first. And we owe it to we owe it to ourselves to celebrate our femininity a little bit. We all have something fierce that we can celebrate. I'm sorry. I know that things may not fall the way that you want them to fall. I know that after you have kids and you breastfeed, things may not be the way they used to be. But it doesn't mean that there is not still something about us that we can celebrate. I know that there is always going to be somebody who is skinnier than me, maybe more prettier than me, and maybe more sexy than me. But that doesn't mean that because there are people out there that may have those traits, that I cannot darn well celebrate the wonderfulness God has given me. And I would like to challenge the same for you. So ladies, this is my challenge for this week. I want you to get out there and do one thing for yourself to celebrate your fierceness. Maybe it's going out there and buying yourself a nice pair of shoes and a killer skirt or dress or pantsuits or a pair of slacks or jeans even, and rock it. Do your hair up in a different way just to experiment. It doesn't even have to look the way on the model, but just do it for the sake of doing something new. If you wear makeup, try something new with your makeup. Try a new look. If you have the opportunity and the reason to do so, or if you're in the position where you can do so, ladies, visit Victoria's Secret, visit Fredericks of Hollywood, visit Soma, and buy yourself a pair of lingerie that you think you look smoking hot in and model it. If you have the ability to do it, why not? Celebrate that. Do something for yourself this week that celebrates your beauty and your boldness and your fierceness, and rock it You don't even have to nail it, but you have to go through the process of trying it. And the reason I say that, the more we do something for ourselves, I feel the more we can become appreciative of who we are. And it's empowering and it's important, and we owe it to ourselves. So, mission, should you choose to accept it this week, go out and celebrate that fierceness and rock it as only you can. Again, this is Tiffany from lifeaccordingtotiffday.wordpress.com. You guys know how to reach me. Let's face it, most of you that are actually watching this know and love me. So I want to hear a report back about how it went for you. Have a good night. I'll talk with you later. Take care.